Hello everyone in cyber world. Welcome back to another video. I'm Richard.
And I'm Jennifer, and this is our channel we call Poor Man's DIY. So this week, Mr. Poor Man made me this.
Okay, so what this is a Nespresso coffee pod holder. These are the coffee pods. I've seen several of these out there on the internet on how people make these coffee holders, the pod holders, and there's a common theme on them. They tend to use the lip of the coffee pod and they slide it into a slot, and what you eventually see is these nice pretty colors of the pods all along the bottom, and they can slide it out easily and then use it. But there was a problem that I didn't really like this much. Although it was really colorful, the problem is that you don't know what type of coffee is in those pods unless you memorize exactly what color is for what type of coffee. Now, if you only use a certain few types of coffees on a regular basis, then it'll probably be easy to remember 2 or 3 or 4 different colors, and you know what blend it is. But if you're the type who wants to try different brands, or if you buy a package with multiple different flavors in it just to give it a try, then it becomes really confusing to figure out what these colors represent. I've seen some people with some brilliant ideas where they cut off the boxes that have the description on it, and they'll tape it somewhere along their dispenser that they created so that you can see what it is. Again, this is nice, but if you ever change lots of different blends and flavors or whatever it is, then you'd have to keep changing these labels up here to make them match so you know what it is. So what I decided to do was to make a pod holder that would be displayed from the front, and you can actually read. Now, it's not as colorful because all of these are, what is it, silver? Silver?
Yes,
okay, so
correct.
they're all silver, colorblind. And so you might not be able to, they might not be as pretty as these wonderful things on the back, but at least you can read it at all times and you know what you're getting, and you pull it out. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We were fully prepared before filming this to make this video as an epic fail. I worked on this, I ran into some problems, I redid some things, and I thought everything was done. And when I was ready to finalize this and start doing some videoing, I put in all the pods, and what I realized was that when you touch it, all the pods just fell out. I tried coming up with different ideas and I couldn't do that, and eventually I came up with a solution that I think would work, and so we're going to show you what we did.
But before we get to the project, please leave us a comment or hit that like button. Leaving us a comment will help our channel grow, and also hit that subscribe button below.
All right, the math on this is getting way too involved, and so I think I'm going to do something different from normal. Normally I would decide on the size of the wood, cut it out, and then cut out the holes, drill out the holes that needed to go with this. But because I'm not going to know exactly how that's going to work, I have a working model here, but I won't know exactly how many of these will fit or not fit. I don't want it to be too big. I think what I'm going to do is drill all the holes needed, and then once that's done, I will cut off the excess from the wood and get it down to the size that I want. Fun. Okay, because the coffee pods would slip out right away, what I was trying to do was find something that would hold it tight in there, and after several different ideas, I figured that in time those things would wear out and it wouldn't work, and so I was ready to give up, and then I came across the idea of using this. And this is something that I use on several projects, and it's a rubber matting that you use that I usually put on wood so that I can lay something on top of it, do some sanding, and it keeps it from sliding it around. It's a non-stick type surface. I cut very tiny 1/4 inch strips and I glued it all along the inside of each one of these holder areas, and it provides a surface for the cup to stick to, and it won't fall out anymore. There we go. And here's an example of that. Before, just a slight touch and they all came tumbling out, and now this holds quite well. Well, we really hope you enjoyed our version of a Nespresso Pod Holder.
Until we meet again, bye-bye.